All hands, abandon ship. We have a breach in progress. Repeat, all hands, abandon ship. Yes, alien bastards! Is that thing on? Hi, I'm Wacko. I've come from the future to warn you about your crappy science fiction. My ship, the Lucidity, ran into some technical problems and I've been stuck here ever since. That jerk picking up this transmission means she must be close to pickup. The situation's pretty grim here, but it could be worse. Could be like that episode of Stargate Atlantis.
With McKay making a recording directly into a video camera.
Well, so far so good. I'm sorry, get old quickly. We're talking about walking through a magic door where instant death could be quite literally on the other side. And it's too much to ask to send something ahead to make sure you're not gonna die. They don't even have to set this thing up. They've got people trained to do that for them, and it's gonna get old quickly. A webcam on a skateboard would fix this problem.
Cells to go dormant, creating a fast onset space Alzheimer's. Yep, that extra 10 minutes of sleep was sure worth it, wasn't it, buddy?
Seeing that the situation is grim, they send for McKay's sister to come say goodbye. This is a touching thought, but couldn't they just send him back to Earth so he could see any of his relatives? Don't even comment that he's estranged from these people. He's about to die. Come on, seriously? And then there's brain surgeons, all kinds of good doctors. All the more reason to send him back instead. The hell is everybody acting so out of character?
Hey, John, I've never been so scared. I'm slipping away and I don't know how to stop myself.
Oh, now it's making sense. To be fair, this was not nominated for an Emmy, but it was nominated for a Gemini Award and a Nebula Award. It was up for Best Writing against Wall-E in The Dark Knight. What? What?
The crew finally sends a robot ahead, and it's immediately under attack. It's...
Man.
It turns...
Who would have thought it would be possible to save his life? Oh, that's right. They were told. You would think they would pack the stuff just in case, but no! We gotta be cautious in a tear-jerking episode.
What if we radio Atlantis dead?
I have a question. How do you expect to get back? If it only works once, how do you expect to get back? And something I haven't even mentioned yet, you have a cloak! Your ship is invisible! You could go, no one would know where you were, and then get back! What the hell? What?
It's the parasite. It's moving.
Well, maybe it knows we're going after it.
I don't think so. I think it instinctually wants to get away from the radiation source, and we just showed it the way out.
Wait a minute, hold on a second. It hates radiation, so it bunches up into a ball when it's exposed to it. But then when you cut a hole in its skull, it comes running out. Not hurting the brain at all, by the way. Friendliest evil parasite ever. Why would it do that? Do you go running into fire when you're trying to get away from it? Hell no! This thing should be in the back left of his brain right now.
By the way, this is the same parasite that would have...
You don't understand. The radiation is compromising his immune system as we speak, which means if I don't kill him, the infection he's bound to get by being operated on in a damp cave almost certainly will.
No, of course he lives. He's in the goddamn opening credits. You could cut him into a million pieces, scatter him across the galaxy, and they just glue him together by the end of the episode. This series is terrible. Convoluted plots that don't even follow their own logic. Some of you are gonna tell me that I should just chill and enjoy the episode. Well, you know what? Damn. Let's hope there's oxygen on this one. Lucidity, how to make an emergency transport. Lock up this transmission and intercept. Oh, God. Damn it. Where the hell is this?
Ah,